Now let's discuss the concept of a unit vector. Now unit vectors are very simple. It's basically a vector that has a magnitude of 1. So, for example, let's say that we have this general vector x here that has a magnitude that's something other than 1. And we want to convert it to a unit vector. Well, all you would do is you would take this vector and you would multiply it by a scalar that's equal to 1 over the magnitude of that vector. And that resultant vector will be a unit vector of this one that will have a magnitude of 1. You just multiply it by a scalar that's equal to 1 over the magnitude of the original. So for example, let's show this in a diagram. Let's say that we're given a vector here. Let's say this is x. And let's say the magnitude of x is equal to 2. So since the magnitude is equal to 2, it's definitely not a unit vector. So to convert it to a unit vector, we would just multiply this vector by 1 over the magnitude. So we would take this vector x and multiply it by 1 over 2, where 2 is the magnitude of x. 1 over 2, that scalar multiplied by the original vector. And that would give us a unit vector. So the resultant would look something like this. I don't know how to scale this looks, but this should be half of the length. Maybe it should be a little shorter. This should be half of the length of this vector. And this vector here will have a magnitude of 1. Now, you can also prove this algebraically. So let's say we want to find the magnitude of our new vector here. So this new vector 1/2 x. Well, this 1/2 we can just take out of the absolute values. So we're just left with the magnitude of x. And the magnitude of x we know is 2. So 1/2 times 2, that would give us 1. So the magnitude of this new vector 1/2 x is equal to 1, therefore it is a unit vector.